Hello and welcome to Big Scott 35 Saturday Chat. Uh, Late one getting to you tonight, but I just wanted to check in. I didn't do last Saturday. I did work today. So the week there was Saturday or Sunday night lively chat. Really didn't have any topics in mind, but always when you get me and I don't need really topics. It is a great chat. Was there great? Been having great people. Uh, I love the community, man. Yeah, it just seems like you know, even if we people don't agree, it's good way to talk to each other. I'm not going to disrespect anybody. Uh, and we didn't have any disagreements this weekend, a couple of weekends, a couple of Sundays, but it's great to hear different points of ideas. Sorry, watching the Mets game. Young man is pitching for the first time in major leagues tonight for the Mets. Scott, he's actually pitching real well. And the thing that I hate, so his dad's sitting in the front row. It's in Tampa, and the Mets are in Tampa, and they're in the front row, and they go down there while the half inning that his son is pitching. That talk to him while his son's pitching. Drives me crazy. I feel for him. This half of it, and his son's in the dugout. Talk to him now. But he's sitting there trying to watch his son pitch, and old Rosenthal or whatever is talking to him. And I'm just like, what the hell, man? let him watch. But anyway, so Sunday night, had fun, little over an hour. Talked about great topics. Just chopping it up a little bit. Monday, me and my dad still chatting about umpires, injury bug in the league. It's just, my dad's having some really good insight right now. I kind of just tee it up for him and I just sit back and listen. He just has, 78 years of watching and listening and following baseball. He just has a lot of insight into the game. He's very rarely wrong. I have to give it to him. He knows what he's talking about. Sometimes some nuances he misses, but when it comes to the overall game, my dad is on it. Let's see. Wednesday, showed off my SGC. Only got 3 more cards to finish my Batman 66 set from being finally graded. And then I'll probably I'm thinking about doing a tabletop for that one. I don't know yet how I'm going to show that off. I'm trying to figure out how I want to display them in the house. In my apartment, I think I might get couple of these 36s or these things here, and I just can't hang them in here. It's not my my place. I can, I just don't want to put big holes in the wall. But I just got to figure out how to display them. That's why that's sitting there. I might line it up beside it. I don't know. I just would like to. I would hate to go through that whole thing of getting them graded and then put them in a box. I hate that. I hate it. That's why I have my stuff out. I want to enjoy my collection. I work hard for it, collecting it and actually working at my job for it. So I want to enjoy it. I catch myself just staring at certain pieces sometimes and can't believe I have it, or remembering when I got it, who I was with, time and effort that I put in, saving for it, bunch of different things. Almost every piece in that I have displayed means something to me. I wouldn't, I love it. I wish I had a bigger house to display everything all my stuff that I would really not everything is out in here, and it's very disappointing. I got one set of balls there. I have two things of helmets. I have jerseys, and they're all sitting bubble wrapped in my walk-in closet right now. Just can't. I don't have anywhere to display them. Um, so, but so the SGC showed off the short show. I don't have much right now. This is my pickups for the last week. I did go hunting today, and the only thing I picked up for sports was this beat up Frank Thomas. The bubble is broke. It's yellowed. The card is beat to hell. So this one I probably will open. I need the cards anyway for my Frank Thomas spreadsheet, and and I'll just put this out somewhere. But this thing is just the dust on it is so bad, it's like you can't clean it off. So this was in a smoker's house. It's all it's been wet. It was not kept in a dry area. Moisture played havoc with this thing. The whole thing is just beat up. And it shows off the stadium stars, which I have a couple of stadium stars behind me. Frank Thomas, really love starting lineup. Getting the ones I like. So that one, I have a wall that I've been hanging them on in my spare bedroom. I just that one just doesn't look good enough to hang up. But the price, I was like, I'll just break that out. The price on it was good enough for just the cards. The cards don't look damaged. The one looks very off-centered. Oops. Picked up a movie by accident. I picked up today. I can't tell if that's off-centered or if that's the way the card was made. It just looks weird to me. But so I picked that starting lineup today in my hunt. I like to go to like retro play in antique stores looking for old baseball games and things like that. I haven't had much luck with that or baseball dolls or anything, out of the ordinary. I don't want to call it odd, Rick. I don't want to call them oddball, but anything that wouldn't be a normal, collector, you would think somebody, card collector, something that would interest me. Always looking for things like that. That's when I go out hunting, and then I end up picking up. I got pops, and I picked up 20 movies today for next to nothing. So had some fun after work. So that gets me to my goals and what's going on now. Keep picking up Pete Alonso's. The minis came out this week. The Heritage Mini, which me and Mike and a few other people are talking. How were they going to? Couldn't believe they didn't put them in the regular set, and then they released them. And that's kind of like in '75, kind of how it was. It wasn't a huge release, and they were released on their own, only in certain areas. So, very interesting to see how this is going to work out. Hunting for those cards. The box is very reasonably priced. So I'm hoping the singles are not too terribly priced. The box is I think it's 240 cards and for like $50. And it looks like, I watched Mike O open one his today. It looked like, pretty good color and short prints and stuff. So very interesting indeed for that price point. So I think that's very interesting product. I'm not a big 75 fan. I've said it before. But this Heritage this year, it looks like it's a little bit more fun with a little bit more variance and stuff than the basic stuff. They've added some things, so it's made it a little bit more fun for the hunt, which I love. I do have a card show in town next Saturday, I believe. Well, not in town, it's an hour away. I don't know if I'm going or not. 50-50. They offer me work, I'll probably work. Uh, but I don't know yet. It's an hour. Um, I'm only going to do the $200 budget thing, and I do what I usually do: walk around, see if there's that one card that fits my budget. I walked out with one card before, very happy to get just one card, and if it fits my one of my PCs, very uh, you know I, I don't have an issue with that. Especially like I only have a 2 or 3 base Clementes to get for the tops run of his playing days. Uh, those are probably outside of the $200, but still, if I find one or something else, Campanella uh, uh, one of the other catchers, Mickey Cochran, something like that in a low grade that's very presentable. Like I got that, the Gowdy a couple of weeks ago. I'll do it, and as long as it fits my PC, and I'm very happy about spending my money wisely. And if it's only one card, I'm happy with that. If I walk around and start going through value boxes and stuff like that, because it then it's tough, because then my PC narrows so fast after that. I'm not like I'm a huge Mets fan, but I collect very few. There's only 3. Well, only one guy that's playing now that I collect that's not his rookie card, and that's Pete Alonso. Everybody else is Pete Alonso. When it comes to Mets, collecting Mets, it's the older guys, Mike Piazza, Howard Johnson, which I never find Howard Johnson's cards. Strawberry, good, but I'm very selective on what I get. Those are going to be autos or low numbered, and they're going to be newer cards, because I got all their Mets playing day cards, basically. There's not much out there that you'll find at a show that I don't have for those guys. Pretty much the same way with Howard Johnson too. I really liked him. So that's then that's bench, Ripken, Thomas, Griffey. And again, if I find something of theirs that is graded, I'll spend the $200 for that. But with nothing really going on huge in the hobby, we had the expo in Toronto last week. I'm still planning on November going up there. I think that's going to be a great chance for me to go. Really looking forward for that. It's just going to depend what happens national and after for me after that. But right now, it seems like a go. I got my passport. I just need to buy a plane ticket and figure out when the actual dates are, and then I'll be probably going. It seems like it was a good show. So excited for that. What else is going on right now in the hobby? I'm trying to. So we have the Bowman coming out, Bowman Prospects, which is just plain old Bowman. So you'll have your Bowman Chrome Prospects in there, some rookie base paper, some first cards paper. I don't know what first cards people will be hunting for. That used to be a product that you could just get so cheap was so fun to collect and prospect with and just have fun with. But somehow the prospecting has gone crazy. I don't know if it's prospecting and you're paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a card, or even thousands and thousands of dollars for autos. That to me is not prospecting. That is, I don't know what your return is going to be. I don't know what you're thinking that player is going to be. At that point, you're investing in a guy that you have no idea. When you put that much money in it, it's you're trying to think of flipping. And I've said it before. I don't know what the return is on some of those things, and you don't have any idea what that player is going to be. None, not a clue. And most of the time, it's the guys that nobody's talking about. They just come out of nowhere, and everybody starts digging around looking for those first Bowman cards when they come up. That's the funny part of it all. And I don't get it. That deep sigh is because that's the type of thing that's aggravating to me. That kind of came over with the basketball and football craze, because people think somebody gets drafted and high, and in baseball it just works so different than those sports. And we've seen even in football, like quarterbacks, that it just, I mean, how many times do they flop? It's ridiculous how much these cards are going for. And I don't get it. Makes absolutely no sense to me. When Hall of Famers go for pennies on the dollar as some first card of some guy that's not even in the MLB, makes absolutely no sense to me. And that's my get off my lawn rant for the day. But other than that, my goals still set. Haven't bought any sports. Like I said, this year I've only bought one Upper Deck golf. I keep going into stores trying to get lucky and run into a pack of this year's hockey, because I'm not going to pay a ransom for the Bedard. And I understand why people are buying it off the shelf as soon as it comes out. The Bedard is like a lottery ticket. I mean, even if you're selling it raw for a couple of hundred, if you buy a blaster for 24 off the shelf, it works out for you. I just want one for my set, and I'll be patient. I don't have I did get one other sports thing today. Let's see. Take this off and then everything. So behind me, you'll see I got Sidney Crosby, Wayne Gretzky, and Connor McDavid. I picked up a Alex Ovechkin hockey. Very happy to get that. Don't really pick up too many sports pops, but just thought it was the right price. It was pretty cheap. The box is kind of beat up, but that's okay. We'll go up there with those three. I'll have to reset up some things because I have my Brian Stith autographed hat behind it, and I have the Puerto Rican hat for the team that Clemente played for behind there too. So you could see him a little bit back there. Kind of make that my hockey shelf. Got Yoshi and the Hobie autographed pucks. So do a little bit more with that. But just went hunting today. New secondhand store that sells a bunch of pop culture stuff. It's a secondhand store. Just find books and all that stuff, and I get in there and I can spend hours. And they just move locations, huge location, and it was packed. people taking their stuff in, either sell or get trade bucks for. And I should have had a stack over here, but they didn't have the games I was looking for there. So I know y'all don't care about my games, but the one that's here in my town has it. And I'll probably take it there for to get some trade bucks to go against that, because there's some higher end games for my collection. But that's where I go hunting. And I know I'm babbling tonight. Just happy to be here in my world. I'm on first shift now to stay. I am so happy. I might have to fill in on second shift here and there until we get people trained. Until then, I'm on first shift. I'm off every day, 3:30. I don't know if I'm going to change my Sundays. It seemed like when I did 7 those few weeks, it didn't work as well. You know, I would love to come on at 8. I'm really thinking about going back to my 8 o'clock slot. It's just something I need to think about. Probably if I'm going to change things. My season is kind of when I come back from the national, I get into, okay, what do I do with my channel to change things up, or or new intro. Right now on my computer, I gotta do something with the memory. I can't make the videos the way I want to. It's a little discouraging to me. I need to start answering back on people that write below. That is shame on me. I wish I would call me out on that. And so I'm hopefully I'll have somebody on tomorrow night. A friend of the channel on here quite a bit. And rest of the friends of the channel, talk about the world of sports cards, man. We got basketball playoffs, hockey playoffs, baseball's in full swing. We got all these City Connect jerseys. The Rays are wearing theirs tonight. So, I kind of like them. I can't say I like the Mets. It's tolerable. When they wore it in a game, they didn't look bad at all. So, we have Mother's Day next Sunday. So we have that coming up. So that'll be, the pink stuff next weekend, even though some of the teams are wearing pink now. So I don't know if it's like breast cancer awareness or what's going on with that. So people wearing the baby blue stuff too, it seems like. So that's the male cancer. I can't remember which one they promote for that. It looks like Pete Alonso is wearing baby blue. I've seen some pink on some players today. But anyway, because I'm happy now I can watch baseball in the afternoons. I don't know how much that puts a smile on my face in the evenings to be able to come home, relax, turn on a game, and I really enjoy it. So Sunday night, we'll see you then. And please like, share, tell me to stop babbling. And I'll see you next time. See ya.